Hey everyone, so now let's understand what is Pytest. Okay, so Pytest, maybe you are familiar with it's or by name you can guess it that it's used for creating the test cases, right? For in each of the programming that you do, there are some test cases that you add to your function so that the functionality to that function will be in your control and you know what's it's going to be their output, right? So PyTest, it is easy to test your functionality and they are simple readable test, and you can make it to more complex function by making it and adding the things that you needed in the function, so and they are used for testing your libraries, maybe your applications. And my suggestion is like when we have the unit test, right? Unit test like a smallest test that we have it for a function, right? And after that, we create some more complex functions or more complex test cases on the top of your unit test. So it's helpful for creating those unit test or the testing your whole applications, right? And let's start with creating a new folder, right? So let me create a folder, or maybe I will use poetry over here. So let me create a folder or a directory for me by using poetry. Okay, and then new, then project name that I'm giving it as Pytest Qt. Okay, so now my poetry based directory or repository is here. Okay, and let me go inside that. We have test, we have Pytest folder. Inside that we have init file and then init file. Okay, and we have pipe project toml file. So let's go inside that. Okay, to go in it, let's go to your folder repository pytest tut. Okay, and there type poetry shell, so to activate your environment. Okay, and to add poetry pytest to poetry, use poetry add pytest, and it will add pytest to your poetry. Okay, once we have done there, then let's create a simple test for a function. Okay, a simple file. Okay, that will do this for me. That will increase the value by 5. Okay, so I'm creating functions.py, and let me create a function increase value. That will increase the value that will be given here, and that will increase the value by 5. Okay, or maybe I can give here by value to increase the value by any number that you give it here. Okay, and I'm keeping there 5 as default value, and let me type there type of the variables, so it's integer and will return integer value, right? And let me write some descriptions so that things are more clear and will be easy to understand by any person. Function to increase the value. Okay, and here I'll be giving the arguments, right? And in arguments we have value, and I want it to be type integer, and by value increase the value by. Okay, so we have this function and we want to add the test for it, right? So let's create a file, not here, maybe outside, it depends on you. So let me create a test. We are tests or maybe test functions.py. So any file that is started with test or a folder that start with test prefix or postfix doesn't matter. So if you type it like this, test underscore functions or functions underscore test, both will work. So let's add the test cases over here. So over here, I want to import what Pytest, okay, and from Pytest, um, and we have function, right? Functions, and in function we have increase, increase value. Okay, this is a function that we want to test it, right? So let's create the test for it. Test increase and value function. Okay. And here let's give some. So assert is here for us to check it out the input with the output value. Okay, and value let's give 10 and check value plus 5 is equals to increment value, and let's give value here equals to value. So let's test it's working or not. I'm just typing it like this. Okay, so it says me that there is an error. Okay, it's an invalid syntax error, so no problem. Let me test it. Okay, I need to put 2 equals to over here to check it out on the test. Okay, okay, it says me that there is no module like that. Okay, no problem. Let me import the one that it needed. Okay, so let's go again. The test and poetry. Okay, test. So you see now we got a correct output and we have only one test. That's why it's saying me that you covered 100%, and you can see we passed it, right? Because this is the value that we expected from this function. Okay, if I add another one that is wrong, okay, value plus value equals to increment value, and if I give it, then we know that this value will be an error because this is not correct one. Okay, so let's run this. Okay, so as we expected it's an error. So if I put here not equals to, then this will work fine. Correct. So this is the way how you can create a simple test for a function.